Is it important to limit your grains when you're trying to lose weight? With the answer to that and some delicious recipes as well. Dr. Joey is back with her grain-free bakery. I'm happy we're doing this.
Yes.
Because you can have a lot of fun without grains.
Welcome to my bakery.
It's beautiful.
I made all of this. It is not hard. It just takes a little bit of knowledge about how to eat grain-free.
It's very impressive. You've made everything look very beautiful, but I do want to stress that you never say don't eat grain. If you're on the Shulman weight loss plan, you say think about what grain you're eating and when you eat it.
Absolutely.
And you don't necessarily need to eat it all the time because you have this.
And this is not a weight loss segment, clearly, that we're doing.
No, it isn't.
I am gluten intolerant.
Yes.
My daughter is celiac, so we are really having to get good at grain-free lifestyle.
Yes.
And I don't think that you shouldn't eat grain, but I don't know if anyone has experienced this. When I eat too much grain, I get a fog. I get grain brain.
Yes.
I don't like feeling that way.
Right.
So I find if I eat higher quality grain options, and I love baked goods.
Me too.
So yeah, so there's some really great options here with different types of flours, different types of sweeteners, different types of oils in there.
Okay.
And you won't miss out. I promise you won't miss out.
Well, let's talk about what we have here and what you used in them, which are ingredients that we might want to use a little bit more of if we're staying away from grain all day.
So these are what we call a pruna cookie. There's a pruna cookie in these cookies. They're very high fiber.
Okay.
They're dark chocolate chips, coconut oil, and that's almond flour.
Oh, nice.
And if you have a sensitivity to almonds,
yes,
you can fiddle around with coconut flour too.
Yep.
I do prefer to bake with almond flour. I find it easier. So those specifically are almond flour.
Okay.
They are filling. They are really high fiber. So if there's any digestive issue, those are your cookies.
And probably don't eat half a dozen.
Do not eat half a dozen. That's a good rule. Don't eat half a dozen.
Maybe have one or two.
Have one or two.
Because they're big cookies.
They are, and they don't leave you tired after you eat them. So your blood sugar's not dropping because they're so high fat.
And we're not talking meal replacement, are we? Is this a little snacky snack?
I'm not talking meal replacement, but do I sometimes have a hard-boiled egg when I'm like late for practice? I'll grab a hard-boiled egg or two, and one of those. I do, because there's nothing but health in there. So they are pretty good.
Okay, good. I like them. I like the look of them.
They're great. Now,
they look great.
This is a flourless chocolate cake. So this doesn't have any almond flour, any coconut flour. This is only cocoa. This is only eggs. This is really easy. I think there's 5 ingredients, and I'll post this recipe online.
Lovely.
I kid you not. I don't want to toot my own horn here how good this is, but it is fudgy. It is delicious. It can be frozen. So this is a great option too. And I have tested all of these out on kids, on teenage boys.
Right.
So if teenage boys are eating this stuff, we're eating this stuff.
We're liking it.
We're liking
this stuff. Okay, so what's in this one?
So this is a vegan blueberry cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
So the crust is peanuts and walnuts. So there is no flour in here at all.
Okay.
And we're making the cheese-like texture with cashews. So you soak the cashews and then you blend the cashews.
Got it.
There is coconut sugar in here, but it's really creamy. So you're getting that taste of grain-free and really creamy in this, and it's all vegan.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, are they difficult to put together? I mean, you've got the baking gene apparently. Randy, your husband, is the cook, and you're the baker, and you make everything look very pretty, but someone like me, you know me, can I do these pretty things?
You can do these too.
Okay.
I promise you. Okay, you can do those too. This is a little more fiddly. I know Tracy very well now, and I love you, Jeff. I don't know if you're soaking your cashews.
I'm not soaking your cashews.
Soaking your so this is, So I'll make this for you anytime you want.
Okay, good stuff.
Exactly.
Great.
But you have tried these. These are my black bean brownies, and they are amazing and super easy. And the no-bake peanut butter squares are also super easy, and we keep them in the freezer, so sometimes the kids will grab one. Well, it's natural peanut butter, dark chocolate, and coconut oil. So it's a nothing. And I'd rather the kids have this because remember, this is all non-processed food.
That's right.
So I still feel good about them doing this rather than opening a package.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And a lot of people are, we're all getting very wary of anything that's in a box or, packaged because you just don't know what's in there. You made that, you blended it, you put it together, you froze it, you know everything that's in there.
And we were saying off camera that my husband's love language is cooking, and you can feel
it's a good love language.
It's a good love language to have.
Yes.
My love language is baking for them or baking for you. So you can really, you do taste a difference when it's non-processed.
Totally, you do.
The energy balls are actually one of the healthiest things out here right now. They're great. They can be frozen. frozen. They're dates and almonds and walnuts and cocoa, and they're filling. So I usually take one of these and I have it after lunch because I like having something sweet after lunch. Yep.
Yeah, nice.
And then the idea that you can't have a muffin if you're going grain-free, these are all, we have blueberry and banana, we have apple crumble, we have blueberry and chocolate. These can be frozen, and this is also grab and go. So if you want to grab that hard-boiled egg or protein and have a grain-free muffin, it's there for you.
Now, what did you use instead of the grain for those, the muffins?
So this is, some of them are coconut flour and some of them are almond flour. So almond flour is a titch more expensive, so I do buy bulk almond flour.
Totally.
But for some people who can't have grain or who want to minimize grain, or if you have a celiac, this is the way to go, so people don't miss out.
I love almond flour. I do.
You do?
Yeah, I really do.